Hey friends, Kevin, your budget travel guy here, and today we're going to let you in on a little secret, which is how to never pick up nasty athlete's foot in public showers or public gyms. So let's get to it. I have heard so many people over the years say, oh, you don't have to worry about an athlete's foot. All you have to do is wear shower shoes. That doesn't work. If you have nasty bacteria-infected water, it's going to splash up on your shower shoes and get on your feet too. So that really doesn't work. What does work, I learned in the military when I was quite young. And I talked to many other people over the years who have been in the military also, and they didn't learn this. Whichever one of my drill sergeants back in the day, Sergeant Davis or whoever, mentioned this one day, I will be forever grateful for this, because this may be one of the best things I actually learned in the military. And it's this: prevent the crap before you have to deal with it. Now, what happens once you get athlete's foot? You're having to run to the store and get an $8 or $10 tube of cream and rub on your feet and between your toes for day after day after day while your feet are on fire and burning and cracking. Why go through that? So here's the way to prevent it. You go and buy stuff for athlete's foot, the cream, something like Lotrimin. And you use it all the time. Anytime you're in one of those public places, when you get done and you dry off before you put your socks and shoes on, you use that. Because whatever you have picked up, bad, nasty, in those places, it's going to kill. That way, it's not spreading and growing and turning into causing you a painful problem, which is going to go on for days and weeks. Now, back when I was in the military a couple of years ago, the only way you could get this stuff was buying an $8 or $10 tube of something like Lotrimin. The good thing now is a lot of those patents have expired and you have generic versions of this stuff like this. A lot of times you can pick this stuff up in a dollar store somewhere for a couple of bucks a tube, if you can find it. I have another recommendation. I'm going to tell you where to get it elsewhere here in a second. But it's that simple. Prevention is much better than dealing with the cure when you're dealing with athlete's foot. And I can tell you, he told us this, and the guys that did it, that listened to him, we never had a problem with this. The guys that didn't listen and decided they didn't want to spend their money for a tube of this stuff, most of them ended up eating up with this stuff at some point. Share this video with some other people. People you love, people you care about, that you do not want to see walking around in agony with their feet on fire. It worked. It's always worked. And I did it for many years after that, when I was dealing with gyms or what have you. And of course, like human nature is, if something works, you stop doing it. So I stopped doing it for a while, and guess what happened? Yeah, fire and flames, and yeah. So that was it. I've learned it. I've done it in all the years since then, especially since I got into this kind of traveling, where even though I have a shower system in this particular van, sometimes it's cold or whatever, sometimes it's just quicker, easier to run into a campground or a gym or whatever it is. I don't even worry about this stuff because I know this solution works. The problem with trying to pick this stuff up when you need it, the cheap stuff, is that a lot of times you're going to run into the everything's a buck store, and they're just not going to have it. It's hit and miss. So I put a link down below You can pick this stuff up on Amazon. It's a pack of 6 of these tubes, which will last you forever. But I have one thrown in each van. I have one thrown in any travel bag I use. I just always have this stuff around. So anytime I'm in a public place, strange place, you know, even somebody's house sometimes, this is what I use. This is how I prevent it. It's really that simple. So you can probably pick a pack of 6 of these up. I think you'll just have to jump over to Amazon and see what the current price is. Again, that link's down below. But it's not very much. It's going to end up a couple dollars a tube or less. You will thank me for this. Guaranteed. You do this for a while and you realize, hey, this works. I don't have this problem anymore. I don't even have to worry about having this problem anymore, no matter where I go shower. Meanwhile, your friends are going to be complaining and talking about being eat up and, hey man, you know what works for, yeah. Don't put yourself in that situation. Head it off. Now, if you're new to this channel and you've never watched a video here before, this is basically a travel video channel of places that you can go to and enjoy for free. I use a couple of vans to travel around the country, so some of those are van related, where to be able to camp for cheap, a lot of times where to be able to camp absolutely free. So you may find some other things on here that interest you. We appreciate you watching. We'll see you next time.